Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
It's Bale! He's got away with one there.
Peter, if you're looking for a defensive blueprint, then look no further than Alessandro Nesta.
There's nothing he hasn't got, is there?
As complete a stopper as I can remember, he just loves to defend, and he's all...
Dembele! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Some really good ball movement. Gattuso, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's through here. Dembele. Roberto Carlos. Rummenigge running with the ball. Bellingham. He's in and the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And now they can spring out of defence. It's a searching pass. That's good vision. And this is Pullet. And a chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And this is Dembele. Suarez picks it up out wide. Very nicely done. Vitinha. Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Engages and forces him off the ball. Lovely pass. Shot, surely! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, that's a key interception. Thuram, always a very imposing presence at the back. It's a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. That's an imaginative pass. Pass somewhat off target. Now that looks a decent ball. He is through here. Rijkaard. Rummenigge.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Pullet dominates aerially so often. Milan disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Now it's Bale. Yaya Toure. And it's Vitinha. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Maldini. Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Cafu, Gattuso. Nice sequence of passes this, brilliantly cut out. Maldini. Hullet. Looking for the run. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Oh, it's come loose, and he's managed to get free. Milan have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. It's a mighty effort! Dembele's cross, and it's hoisted clear. Madrid are looking to go forward now. And here's Dembele, and it's Nedved. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Nesta gets it clear. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. How would you review the first half?
Milan clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Milan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. Oh, shooting chance! Well, that is commitment to the cause. It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, it's Dembele. Hullet, who does have an assist to his name, floated through. And the finish! It's hit the upright. Bellingham. Gattuso. Oh, they can break here. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's clever. Roberto Carlos. Nedved. Maldini, always on the lookout for any signs of danger.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Carlos, and he whips it in. That's really well manoeuvred. A couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. And here's Bale. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Well read, and the danger is averted. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Yaya Toure. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Can he latch on to this? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. A probing pass, and he's made sure that's not getting through. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rijkaard. Bellingham knocks it out wide. Another pass just keeps it ticking over, and that is expertly dealt with. Nedved could move up a gear here. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there.
This is the time you need that pace. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, this looks sharp. Roberto Carlos. Rummenigge. He's in a great position here.
Bellingham really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Maldini. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Thuram. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Bale. Rijkaard. It's a good spell of possession, this. And it's Gattuso. Now it's Bellingham. Good read, needed to be. Now it's Bale. Rummenigge. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Milan have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. The final 5 minutes. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Nesta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's gone backward here. That's good play. And it's Hullet. Stood up well to him there. Rijkaard. To Bale. Played through into space. No, that's been intercepted. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Roberto Carlos.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Thuram clears it away.
Oh, super ball.
Finds himself unceremoniously floored.
Well, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. This to go one up. It's bounced back off the post.
Dembele might just make this.
Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, it's come loose.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go.
Good play on the left-hand side here.
And here's Dembele. Now it's Luis Suarez.
And it's Vitinha. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Neymar. First quarter of an hour gone.
Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Shoots! It's in! The breakthrough strike!
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Vitinha can see things others simply cannot.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, important interception.
Vitinha, more and more pressure on the ball here. Toure cuts out the pass.
Thuram.
Yamal. Here's Vitinha.
Yaya Toure.
And it's Nedved. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Rummenigge receives it in a wide position. Nedved.
Now it's Luis Suarez.
Now it's Yamal. Here's Vitinha.
Has a look and plays it forward. Yaya Toure. Now it's Luis Suarez. Messi.
Rummenigge has found the net here, of course.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Vitinha is fouled.
Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
No, that's been intercepted. Gullit. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Roberto Carlos. Rummenigge. And it's made its way to him. And now the breakaway. Driving forward. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Now it's Gullit. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pinches it off him. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Roberto Carlos. And this is Neymar. Gets good distance on it. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 22. Numero 23.
And we're underway again.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Gullit constantly looking for the ball into the box. And it's Neymar. Good ball over the top. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Dida gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's good running with the ball. And this is Dembele. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Messi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, that was vital. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Great Neymar! Neymar! What about that one? About as smooth as it gets. 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Incoming delivery. Yaya Toure. And that's really well manoeuvred.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Milan
Are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
And here's Ibrahimovic. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Floated through. And that has been knocked clear. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, he's found support out wide. That's very neat. Roberto Carlos, cross into the box. Vitinha getting this one clear. Ibrahimovic, and they can counter here. Nedved. Now Ibrahimovic gets a good foot in there.
Searching pass he's played there.
Dida tries to clear. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 25.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Numero 7. Lasciano il campo per il numero 18.
Maldini.
Il numero 11.
And it's Shevchenko.
Il numero 4. Attenzione, un cambio.
75 minutes played. Well timed, excellent interception. Yaya Toure. He's a sharp little ball here. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Looking to play him in.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Hullet. And here's Shevchenko. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, that's clever. Yamal is onto this. Lam.
Milan really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Cafu. And it's Gattuso.
Foot in. Now it's Eto'o. And this is Eto'o. And he welcomes it in.
No, it's come to nothing. Cafu.
Yaya Toure.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
Gives it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Yaya Toure. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's picked it up out wide. Lam gets it away. Yamal. And time is up. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Gullit. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Gullit tries looking up for options on the left. Now it's Dembele. Elects to cross. And it's hoisted clear. Stood up well to him there. Vitinha. Yaya Toure. And it's Gullit. Dembele. And he's straight offside. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, it's played into the area. Nesta tries to clear. Played out wide. Cafu. Maldini does really well to win the ball there.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
A lack of adventure up to now, just no breakthrough. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vinicius Junior. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Nesta. That's Maldini. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Maldini. And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Dembele. Gullit. Dembele. Brilliantly cut out. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. To Maldini. Yaya Toure. Vitinha can so cleverly bypass the press. Gullit. Rummenigge is onto this. Oh, this looks sharp. Gullit. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's really well cleared. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. It's a promising position. Roberto Carlos delivers. And the finish! And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's in on goal, and he shoots! Luis Suarez. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cafu. And this is Gullit. That is a brilliant interception.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Madrid finding their passes. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Rummenigge! And he's done it!
Hullet really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Vitinha. And it's Yaya Toure. Oh, it's Dembele. No way through there. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 23, Luis Suarez. Numero 3, che lasciano il campo per...
And the action is back on the way.
Ibrahimovic.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. Oh, that's superb. Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And it's Nedved. Nicely spread. Vitinha. And here's Dembele. Lovely bit of skill. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. For Yaya Toure. And this is Ibrahimovic. Hullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Yamal. Hullet has created one goal already. And they're quick to get it back.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Vinicius Junior. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Time and again they are repelled. Driving on and making good progress. Pass somewhat off target. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Milan are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
And it's Nedved.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Vitinha. Nicked it back promptly. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Searching pass he's played there. That's the keeper's ball. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Pinches it off him. Yamal. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Played out to the left flank.
And the counter is on.
And once more, he proves rigid and robust.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10.
So, time for
Numero
changes
14.
on both sides, actually.
Numero 25. Lasciano il campo per il numero 11, il numero 15, il numero 20. Attenzione, un cambio.
Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, that's a key interception. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, played right into his path.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department. Cafu, a lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Played into space. Shot, surely! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Cambio di giocatori.
Madrid making consecutive changes here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
All square again into the dying minutes.
credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Big header! Oh, it's come loose. Cleared without complication. Oh, good-looking ball. Distributed tidily. Little pass back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Dida claims comfortably.
And that will be the final act.
A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football. And we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Carlos, foot in. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening.
And this is Dembele. Stood up well to him there. It's a throw-in. Yamal might just make this. Couldn't squeeze it through.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings the power to whatever he does, and he's a...
And Hullet! Quality ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, it's Dembele. And it's Nedved.
Dembele. Yaya Toure.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Out towards the flank.
Yamal
Will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's there to get it away. Roberto Carlos. Oh, super find. And he's intervened well there. So, what can they make of this? Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, good play on the left-hand side here.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Ferdinand. And it's Hullet. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aimed beyond the defence. Hullet. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Hullet had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
The muscular approach does pay off here. Vieira. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And here's Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Knocks it out wide. Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. That's a cute ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Roberto Carlos. And he was quick to react. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Distributed tidily. Hullet. Oh, that's well spotted. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And it's Hullet. Cafu. Yaya Toure. And he's forced to go back. Roberto Carlos. Italy looking to pass their way through. Oh, sweet feet. That'll be a throw-in. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Yamal. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. The less said about that pass, the better. Roberto Carlos. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And the first 45 minutes are up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Solo nelle aree appositamente predisposte all'interno dello stadio. Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 17.
And we're off again.
Lascia il campo per il...
Italy clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Cafu swings in across, and he has been fouled there.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Takes a shot! They've scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Yaya Toure. Dembele is onto this. Italy come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
That's been slipped through. Out for a throw. Played out wide. Now that's well seen too. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. And the shot! Sticks it away! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Bullet demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Italy grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Nicked it back promptly.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And here's Nedved. He's tried one! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Nedved is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Italy given another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Here comes the cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Knocks it into space. Thuram does well to get it back. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Vitinha. This might spell danger.
Bullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 27.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Il campo per il numero 22, il numero 7, Ibrahimovic. Attenzione, un cambio.
And here's Dembele. Roberto Carlos gets his head on it! Oh, crossbar! Pelé finds himself offside. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Zanetti.
Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Chooses to go cross-field.
Good ball, that too.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldinho. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now who's going to be first to this? And this is Ronaldo. Danger averted for now.
Taken back almost at once.
Here's Vieira. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through.
Ibrahimovic.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he cuts out the supply.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Il quarto
Lam.
uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
4 added minutes on the board.
Vieira. And it's Zanetti.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Played back in. Ronaldinho.
Chance for a shot!
And we're done.
Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints.
Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And already we're underway here. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Threads one in. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That pass has been well intercepted.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Strokes it back.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Rijkaard. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Yaya Toure. Nedved is fouled. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Oh, such a clever touch. Cafu finds himself unceremoniously floored.
And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Roberto Carlos. Ronaldo puts his foot on the gas. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well read, and the danger is averted.
And he's heaved it away.
And here's Bellingham. Oh, really cute. Decent chance!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Makaleli. And this is Bale. Great chance! Madrid with the corner, they're first.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Played in by Roberto. Oh, smashing header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game.
Toure tries to clear.
He's played it back.
And now they've got a chance to start again.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And he's well... Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Madrid have their third corner. That has been knocked clear. Tries to pass it through. That's a sharp pass. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Maldini.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. Nedved.
Roberto Carlos. Can he get on the end of this? He is through here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Roberto Carlos. Vitinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Shot could be on. It's a quick ball upfield. Bale. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Gullit.
They've got to make this nice and quick. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rijkaard. Cristiano Ronaldo. Bale, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And here's Gullit. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And here's Vitinha. Roberto, big header! They've scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting...
He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Italy are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, well played, well played. Nedved can see things others simply cannot. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Crosses, he rises! It's in! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And this is... and the shot! And yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Played into space.
Oh, that's clever.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He's shifting through the gears here.
Bale. Bale! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to.
Bale!
Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And it's Bellingham. Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Roberto Carlos. Cafu. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham. Ferdinand deals with that comfortably. And here's the chance to counter. Thuram. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Bale. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Bellingham. Oh, this is a very good run. And it's hoisted clear. Nedved. The final seconds now. Bale. Oh, this Bale! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much.
It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So to clarify, extra time will follow.
Signore e signori, stiamo per annunciare i numeri vincenti di oggi. Se avete un biglietto, non perdete d'occhio il maxi schermo. Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 7, Ibrahimovic. Numero 23, numero 9, numero 27, numero 14. Lasciano il campo per il numero 11, il numero 18, il numero 15.
Test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra
Il
time.
numero 3, Javier Zanetti. Attenzione.
And here's
alla
Cristiano
sostituzione.
Ronaldo. Adriano can be a real threat inside the box. And back to the goalkeeper. Zanetti.
Adriano. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And this is Shevchenko. Out to the left it goes. And it's Vieira. Showing good feet. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ferdinand. Gattuso. Pull it. Now, can they get him away? Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Zanetti. Some good work on the right flank here. Adriano. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Roberto Carlos. Half-time, extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it. And now for the final act. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, he's done very well to take that back. Italy looking to pass their way through. That's a nicely shaped ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. Rummenigge concedes a free kick for that. And he has shown him a yellow card. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Roberto Carlos. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
And that should get the job done. Yaya Toure. Distributed tidily. That is lovely. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And this is Adriano.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And that's that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game.